All right. All right. Hey, it's me, David Washington, CEO of the J in Washington Network. Hey, your favorite political innovator is here, and I just want to say very quickly that there are some fascinating changes coming to J in Washington LLC, the J in Washington Network. We are incorporating AI into many of our systems, much of our strategy, and we want to make sure that you, our community, Ubuntu, is a part of that. So stay tuned to this space and all of our other platforms. You may have gotten a hint of what's coming because we've been discussing it on our podcast and also in our blog and newsletter, and of course, in real life. So stay tuned. I just want to share that with you. There are some fantastic things on the way, and let's get on with our show. Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go. All right, here we go. This is Countertop Politics, 5 minutes or thereof of campaign insight, political innuendo, and the secret sauce to winning campaigns. I'm David Washington, your host, the political innovator, here to let you know the law of the land, what's happening really in political campaigns. And this I want to talk about in regards to the political parties and how they or maybe how they do not or may not assist political campaigns. So, just this past week, I had the opportunity, I was ripping and running all over the place. I had the opportunity to speak to three potential candidates for 2026 and beyond. And two of the candidates recently ran for high profile seats, and they were telling me, like, David, we really thought that we were doing what we were supposed to do. We reached out to the party heads, the party committee people, and there was like no interaction that came out with a positive result for their individual campaign. It was if for one particular candidate, they were strung along and with promises of support or promises of more conversation that never materialized. Another candidate had plenty of conversation, building relationships with that particular party, and then they abandoned the campaign. The party did. And so, what I really want to tell you, our community, those political consultants and candidates in particular, is that don't anticipate, especially if you're an outsider running for a seat, don't anticipate the party to fully embrace you. Now, this is particularly certain in the primary because you probably have other candidates of the same political affiliation running with you. And of course, although the parties say that they don't play favorites and they cannot get involved or should not get involved in specific candidates' campaigns, they do. They have their favorites and they build their infrastructure around those campaigns to support those campaigns that they believe have supported or yes, that they believe have supported the party in the past or has a lot of money. Let's just call it as it is and could benefit the party themselves. And hey, that's the party's decision and much respect to them. Just be honest with the candidates in the campaign and the consultants and the advisors. That's all I'm asking. I've had several campaigns particularly here in Florida, where my candidate, our campaign, went up against the party establishments and we've won. And that's what I want to leave with the consultants, the advisors, and the candidates. You can win your campaign without the party if you use a sound strategy that you organize and plan thoroughly to win. And so I've talked so many times in this platform and other platforms how that is done. However, it begins with the candidate and their family sitting down and having an honest conversation about their opportunity to win and what it will take to win. And that means sacrifice in the right way. You don't have to spend a ton of money to win a campaign. Sometimes little, it's more. So, on that note, I'm David Washington. This is Countertop Politics. And one of our newest revelations is the rebranding of our flagship podcast. You can't make this shit up. We are now called Ground Zero Florida. That's right, Ground Zero Florida. Hashtag GZF. So look for that. We already have our first episode out there in the wild doing this thing. It's an episode about AI and the practical uses and what we will see in the next in the next 4, 6, 8, 12 months. AI is going to change, or AGI, artificial general intelligence or generative artificial intelligence, is going to change the way business is done here in this world. And particularly if you're watching this or listening to Countertop Politics, we're going to use AI in changing how politics, the politics of campaign management, the politics of campaigning, the politics of being a candidate, the politics of being a candidate, being a campaign manager, political consultant, and advisor. We're changing how politics at the campaign management level is done. It's done. That's what we're going to do. So please check out that first episode of Ground Zero Florida, our new flagship podcast. Also, From the Margins with Jimmy Afont and yours truly. We are really, Jimmy being a legacy Democrat, and he just lays it all out. He is in touch with the Democratic elite and establishment, and he lets us know what's going on. Me, I'm a nonpartisan affiliate. I'm an NPA. So it's a great conversation, and I love hearing what Jimmy has to say. So tune into the next episode. It's going to be a good one. Of course, we have the David Washington Show with, of course, yours truly. There's some stuff that I'm going to share on that. We're going to be a little bit more bold since that podcast is more about, my informed opinion. And we've got some other things coming your way. And don't forget, Countertop Politics every Monday, 10 o'clock. Okay? So again, thank you for your support, community. Ubuntu. I'm David Washington, and this is Countertop Politics. We see you the next time, right? All right. Take care, everyone.